Hello beautiful people, let's make peanut burger for either home use or for business. I believe this video will help you. Here are the granules we'll be using. First, we're going to take out anything that is not granules, whether it be sharp, stone, or some granules that are broken, those that are not whole. It's important to note that if you want bigger peanut burger, go for bigger granule seeds, and this is my measuring cup. So if you're not making up to the quantity of peanut burger I made, you have to divide. And if you're making more, you multiply the quantity. And I brought in salt and very hot water. We're going to blanch this granule for up to 5 minutes. Please do not exceed 5 minutes so that the granules will not start cracking or breaking. And we're going to strain out the water and we'll spread it out to dry completely. You can either sun dry this or use your dehydrator to dehydrate it or roast it, but not in such a way that it will be cooked, just halfway. And mine has dried well enough. Now let's start the process. In another bowl, I brought in eggs and I also brought in milk, sugar, salt, vanilla, milk flavor to add flavor to this peanut burger, and we'll mix this to combine properly. Here I measured out flour. I'm not adding any other thing to this flour. So if you want to use powdered milk, bring it in at this time and mix it together with the flour. We'll be using a large round bowl to mix this. And I'll bring in a little of the syrup we mixed earlier, about 4 tablespoons, and we're going to turn this to combine properly. Just observe what I'm doing. And I also brought in the flour. I used the sieve to distribute it evenly, and we'll start cutting this. So this is a large quantity. I will advise that you cut this into two, that you do not mix all at once, because if it's your first time or if you're still new at making peanut burger, this will be too much for you to work with at once. If you do not have the peanut burger cutting machine, you have to really work hard to get this. It's not really easy, but the more you keep doing it, you get perfect with time. You keep alternating, bringing in the syrup and the flour one after the other, and you keep coating. At some point, some of them might come together. Just use your hand and separate it and keep doing the good job. If you're using powdered milk, no need of using the liquid milk, then you have to use water, and the sugar you add should be up to your taste, but be careful not to add so much sugar because it will make it to crack a lot when you're frying it. I used up all the flour and all the syrup I mixed earlier till we got it to a point like this where every piece of granule has been coated. If you want bigger peanut burger seeds, use bigger granule seeds so that you don't coat for so long. I'll transfer this to the sieve to remove any flour particles that was not mixed, and you can see we didn't have much of that. Everything went into coating the granules. And let's go and fry. So note that we're not frying on high heat, we are frying on medium to low heat. But in whatever you do, you have to be on standby. Do not leave the peanut burger unattended. You keep stirring this so that it doesn't start burning. If the oil is not hot enough, it's going to soak up lots of oil, and if it's too hot, it's going to burn so fast without cooking well on the inside. And thankfully, because the granules were dried before you started coating it, it's not going to take so long to fry. And when you see that it has started turning golden brown in color, you might decide to take it out from the oil. This is because your pastries, when they come out from the oil and cools, is going to change to one shade darker. So be sure of the colors you want. On average, you should fry this between 7 to 10 minutes on medium heat, depending on the quantity you're frying per time. As you're taking it out from the oil, keep it in an airy place because it needs breeze to dry even further. I wanted you to see this next batch of frying so that you know that all the batches you fry might not all necessarily be the same color shade. That is why it's important that you allow the granule to dry completely before coating it, because if it's not well dried, some of the peanuts will be soft inside while some will be hard, depending on how long you fried the different batches. And if you feel any batch is burning so fast, just reduce your heat, and we'll spread all this out in a bigger tray to dry and cool completely. It's important your peanut cools completely before packing them into airtight containers or airtight plastic bags so that it will not go soft after some days. Mine lasts for months and is still very crunchy. If you quickly bottle it up when it's not cooled, it's going to go really soft. Or if you didn't fry it dry before taking it out from the oil, after a few days or weeks, it's also going to go soft. This is a good business opportunity. You can exploit or make it at home for your family. I always say that homemade recipes are the best and every meal is possible in your kitchen. I hope you learned a thing or more from this video. Remember, a Glory Homemaker will give you value for your time. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.